Okay, second one for the day, function rules from equations. Again, let's copy this so we can do a little writing. Zoom in just a little bit. Okay, for a given input value r, the function h outputs a value q to satisfy the following equation. Okay, it says write a formula h of r in terms of r. This is really an unusual way to say this, but basically you just want this to say q equals, and that's what your h of r is. So you've got your original equation, q minus 10 equals 6 times r plus 1. Pardon my sloppy handwriting. So then you're just going to start with the distributive property, 6r plus 6. Then you're going to add 10 to both sides. And that's all they're looking for is this portion. This would be what h of r equals. So we're going to type in 6r plus 16. All right, next one. Write a formula for, again, let's copy this so we can write. Now, the key here is basically whatever variable they're saying f of b, you solve for the other variable. So I want to get it to say a equals, and then when it says in terms of b, that means on one side should be everything with b's, and the a should be by itself. So again, we have 4a plus 7b equals negative 52. Why did I write it that way? I don't know, so let's erase that. Okay, negative 52. So now I just want to solve for a. So I'm going to start by adding the negative 7b to both sides, and then I'm going to divide everything by 4. Now, I don't know how they're going to choose to write this. They could choose to write it separate. You could choose to write it like this, negative 7/4 b, and then 4 will actually go in there 13 times. So I don't know whether to write it like this or to write it like this. I'm hoping it takes both. I'm going to put in this one because it looks more like the equation of a line. So I'm going to put in it's negative 7. Negative 7. See, look, they even give me a fraction option. 7/4 b minus 13. That looks correct. Screens, my glasses, hard to read sometimes. Okay, got that one. Next one. By the way, if you try the other one, you can let me know whether it accepts it or not. I don't know whether it'll take it or not. I hope it does, but I don't know what it will do. Okay, so we want to solve for r because we want q by itself in terms of q. So again, here we go. We're going to start with our equation. So we start with negative 7q plus 12r equals 3q minus 4r. So I'm going to get rid of the q. So I got 12r equals 10q minus 4r because I added 7q to both sides. Now I'm going to add 4r to both sides. 16r equals 10q. And now I'm going to divide by 16. Now, here's one thing I truly hope. I hope they don't accept it. You must reduce this. Oops, that's the wrong thing. You must reduce your fraction to 5/8. And I hope they don't accept 10/16. All right? Because they shouldn't. So we're going to put in a fraction. We're going to put in 5/8. And then what was our variable? Oh, it's q. All right, one more. Okay, so here we go again. We want to get it to say x equals. So we want to get y by itself. Now, this is where I'm going to probably do things might look a little backwards to you, but it's easier to just get y by itself. I wrote sloppy and incorrect things. Let's just erase all this mess. Just made a mess. Let's get rid of it. Start over. Okay. So negative 4x minus 6 equals negative 5y plus 2. I want to get y by itself. So I'm going to subtract the 2. I'm going to get this. Then I'm going to divide by the negative 5. Now, because everything is negative, it's actually going to make everything positive. So 4x plus 8 over 5 equals y. Now, I'm going to try to see if it'll accept it this way. I hope it wouldn't accept the negatives. But remember a minute ago we tried it where we were doing it split apart? This time I'm going to write it as 1 and see if it takes it that way. So 4x plus 8 over 5. Isn't that what I got? That is what I got. Okay, let's see if it takes that. Okay, it's just solving. It's not really super difficult. It's just manipulating the algebra equation so that it's solved for one variable. And you just want to solve for the variable that it's not in terms of. So if it says in terms of, get that. That's the one you want together with all the numbers. The one that's not in terms of needs to be all by itself. Again, ask questions, try a few out, let me know.